All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business chat. This is Gregory. Robin will be here with us soon. And I apologize, my camera's on the Blanc today. It's just rebelling. So you'll have to look at our still shot picture. Nice to see everyone live. And so we do these Thursday morning calls. Monday, it's really about products and product stories and Q&A, and Thursday it's typically about business stories and Q&A. There's so much happening post-conference X49 launch. I'm thinking that today, we might want to start out if there's one or two X49 stories people would like to share, because we're so new with this product. It's so wonderful to hear people's stories coming forth. And then I thought we'd shift to talk a little bit on how we're going to enhance our holiday sharing and caring activities now that we have X49. And we had a really juicy discussion yesterday on our director and above call. And there might be a few of them on the call today you might want to share and be open to any and all of you of ideas that you might have to accelerate your success and your team's success during the holidays, and especially with these new rank achievement bonuses and the X39, X49 bundles and all the cool stuff that's going on. I mean, there's really, LifeWave is moving into some really exciting momentum. So does anybody have an X49 story you'd like to share? If you just like to unmute yourself and chime in, that would be great. Love to hear one or two.
I'll go first then.
Yay.
Yeah. So Becky's my client, so I've got to see her for some health and wellness visit here. But so I'll get going. For this trip, there was an all-nighter I had to pull on Monday night. We had 2 carpenters, 4 plumbers in the house all day. I couldn't pack, couldn't move around. I was facing an all-nighter and then a drive 550 miles. I had my X39, X49 stacked on my C7. And I put an extra set 2 finger widths below my belly button, and I knew I had a long night. It didn't even faze me. I could think what I needed to do all through the night.
Wow.
I was lifting stuff, moving it to the car, things I normally wouldn't lift. I would have never done this, been able to before. The next day we drove. Thank goodness my husband drove, but I was up. I didn't even sleep much, doing emails and text messages the whole way, 10 hours. I love X49. I know I couldn't have done this without.
Well, I think we're going to rename you Iron Woman. Oh boy, we know David's a big Iron Man fan, but these X49 stories are kind of Iron Man, Iron Woman like. So that's awesome, Anne Marie. Thanks for sharing. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you.
Anybody else have an X49 story they'd like to share before we get started on talking about?
I do.
This? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I got into this because I had a frozen shoulder and it's been getting so much better. I haven't horseback ridden in 2 years. And so I was teaching a girl to ride and I had to show her some things on Saturday, and that was great. On Sunday, when we were working together, I had 40 people over for a gingerbread party house making contest. And she wanted to ride, so I went out with her, but I had slippery pants on and I needed to show her something. And when I got on the horse, I was doing really well. I think I was really balanced with the X49 and everything, but I decided I better get off while I was doing well. But I slipped over his belly and under him and landed on my tailbone and wrist. So my wrist turned blue right away. And I took the X49 and the X39 off of my neck and belly and put it right on there and held it and did the rest of the party. Then I patched it up. By midnight that night, the blue was gone and it was all red. The next day it was really swollen and red, but I patched it up with Ice Wave, X39, X49, and Energy, and just wrapped it. And by that evening, I could move my wrist. The next day, I was able to do some therapies, which I do massage and colonics. And now it's, it's sore, but it's working really well and all the swelling's gone. So that's pretty amazing for a badly sprained wrist like that.
Oh my gosh, Connie. That's so wonderful. Congratulations. And
So
that's
it does help
great.
ligaments, tendons, bones, and vessels. It was talking about vessels, the capillaries. And I think that just really proved it, taking that blue and turning all that to normal skin.
Wow. Wow. Never leave home without it.
Never.
Kara, you had your hand up. You want to share something?
Yes, it's an X49 story. I've just gotten my X49s very recently. I was ready to go hiking a couple of days ago, and I realized I didn't have any more energy enhancers, which is my absolute go-to when I'm hiking. So I put an X49 on the back of my neck, an X39 on my belly button, and an SP6 on my ankle, and I was fine. I had absolutely no problem. It was about a 3-mile hike at a reasonably good pace, and it was great. Loved it. Grateful for the patches.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
We've really got something here. So thank you.
And
everyone.
I'm 73, so you know,
Yay.
keeping up with the 50 and 60-year-olds is easier when you have some help like this.
Yep. We
Hey,
are.
this is Dan Morrow.
Hey, Ann, go ahead. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So yesterday in our director's call, I shared that I would be willing to talk about we had a dinner last night. And since this is a business call, it's a great opportunity to talk about when you do have either a meeting or a gathering or a dinner or whatever you want to call it. We called it, "What's the Big Deal About Stem Cells?" That was kind of the title.
I love that.
And well, you know what? It comes from Priscilla Everhart in Florida. Just did one last month with her, her chiropractic friend in her office, and they had great success. So I love the title. So I said to her, I'm going to use that for ours this coming, Wednesday. Well, lo and behold, this is Maine, right? And in Maine, we don't know when we're going to have snow. So yesterday we had our very first snowstorm. So we went ahead and proceeded with, we're going to have it one way or another. So we had it. We had quite a few people cancel who were coming from 50 minutes to an hour away. That being said, we did end up with 12 of us all together, and it was a blast. We had so much fun. So, understand that I was involved with another company that was doing supplements years ago. And over the years, we learned what would attract people to come to our gatherings. And one of the things that always attracts people to come is food, because people work all day. They work all day. They're getting out of work. They're coming to a gathering that night. They don't have time to eat. So we learned very quickly that if we prepared meals and if we prepared healthy meals, many, many people don't realize that eating healthy doesn't have to taste bad. A lot of people will say to me, oh, when you eat healthy, it tastes awful. They think of green food and, not tasting good. So we created, books of recipes, and we, as a team, each bring something, have this huge smorgasbord that distributors all brought food. And usually one of our distributors makes soup. He makes the most delicious vegetable soups. And people come and they gather and we eat and we have conversation. And then we sat around in a circle. And, what was really neat about last night's meeting was that a lot of our distributors' husbands came. And that doesn't typically happen. And as you know, when you have a spouse, it really helps to have that support. And so having them there was really powerful, and they had a lot of questions. We sat around and people shared their X49 story. Rita Losey has a powerful one. I'm sorry she's not on today. We had people share about, their experience with stem cells. So we first talked about, what do you know about stem cells? And some people understood, some didn't. Then we ended up moving into talking about, kinds of things that stem cells do, and how do they activate, how can they get activated through this technology? So we got into all of that. So here's the end result of that. One people, we're always wanting to do something to give to people who come, right? They're going to get something back, something of value. You want to give them something of value. So what they got was, one, they got food that was really nutritious. They got recipes they could bring home to their families. They gained some knowledge they didn't have when they arrived. 5, they had a lot of fun. There was a lot of laughter during the night. And it was really a powerful way to gather together to begin to change lives. We also engaged in talking about David Smith's last, when he talked, he did the age reversal at convention, the X49 presentation, and the future of LifeWave. So we talked about those 3 areas as well. That really intrigued a lot of people. They were very excited to learn more. Several of the associates that were not engaged and had not heard are now talking about wanting to be re-engaged and reignited again. So it was really a wonderful evening, lots of fun. And we already have our next meeting planned for December 29th. And people have called me this morning and said they already have people coming. So very exciting evening.
Well, Anne, I love the title. What's the big deal about stem cells? Robin wants to know if we can use it too.
Absolutely. It's not mine. It's Priscilla.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Give our gratitude for that. And it inspires me.
We're all going to use it.
Exactly. It's there for us all to use. And, you touched on 2 very important things that I want to kind of carry forward with this call. I think we're in kind of a new cycle with LifeWave. It's called it LifeWave 3.0, I think, because 2.0 is when we got into the stem cell business. Now 3.0, everything is stabilized and we added the X49. And I think that the X49 gives us a tremendous opportunity to reactivate and wake up some of our existing customers and distributors that may have fallen asleep or, snoozing a little bit. And whoa, I mentioned on the call yesterday that our director and above call, we have a doctor that joined us 3 years ago that hasn't done anything, and out of the blue, he gets the emails. He saw and started reading about X49. He says, wow, we got to talk. This sounds really interesting. So I think X49 is going to be a really tremendous opportunity for us to activate and awaken some of our existing members, teammates, but it's also going to be a new door of opportunity for new registration and new people coming in. And so I just think that, and the holiday time, when we're all out socializing, seeing people, it's really an opportunity to kind of sow the seeds. And that's just an opening line you could use, Ann. What's the big deal about stem cells? Have you ever wondered, maybe add that to it, you ever wondered what's the big deal about stem cells? And you check for response. And some people go, yeah. And other people go, what's a stem cell? So, you got people on all ends of the spectrum. But I think that could be a really powerful open line. This Friday evening, tomorrow evening, we're having the Bozeman Art Walk. And I'm going to try that on some people that I haven't seen in a while. So I noticed it. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, Ann? And then I noticed Janet has her hand up, and I'll let her go next.
The only, last minute comment is that, during the day I had gotten a phone call from a nurse. Actually, Jim connected me to her. Jim is one of our distributors. And this woman, when I talked with her, she was crying. So I just want to give you guys all this message. This is a woman who's got a medical background. She's had a lot of the same conditions I've had, but I took an alternative route and she chose to go the medical route. And she has no hope for her life. And she cried because she said, this is the first time that I feel hopeful about something that I can do. So just, we need to realize that there are people out there that don't know anything about this. And there's so many lives that we can change and so many people that we can guide in this direction.
Oh my, that's wonderful. Janet, if you want to, I see you got your hand up, if you'd like to share.
Thank you, Ann.
Yeah,
That was
thanks for sharing
so
that.
beautiful and so much goodness in there. So much. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Anne. That was great. And thank you, Gregory and Robin. I'd like to jumpstart us, kick the ball down the road a little bit. I feel like we're almost at the middle of December. I'd like it, since this is a business meeting, to start prepping for the week right after Christmas, because that's when truly people go on diets. They're going to buy shakes. They're going to get hit up by every multi-level marketing company about their Get Fit package. And we're not launching X49 till the end of January. And January is the biggest fitness month in the year. So I'm trying to get my team totally armed for Bear right now, so that it isn't that they wait till even January 3rd. I want them talking to people by January 27th. So I wonder if we might, over the next couple of weeks, really talk about how to get everything rolling, so we just go out on a high note immediately after Christmas. Okay, I'm not hearing anybody. Did we lose the sound?
I muted myself, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly the direction and intention for this call. And I think what we need to be thinking and talking about with our teams, because some people think, oh, it's Christmas, it's time to back off, slow down. But you know what? Moving up to Christmas, it's not going to be the best time to necessarily enroll people, but it's a great time to sow. I'm a big fan of the law of the farm. This is the time to till the soil and plant the seeds. And I've seen year after year that week, as you've said, Janet, between Christmas and New Year's can be the best week of the year, because a lot of people are off work, they have free time. Maybe they've already watched a video, they're ready for a follow-up call, and they're ready to take action. So I think we all should be, moving in that direction. I'm glad you said that, Janet.
Yeah, and to follow up on that, we dedicated the month of December for momentum, personal momentum, team momentum. The company's already got it. So, and we're looking at what's going on, and the company's certainly giving us the resources to build right now. So, whatever time of the year it is, it doesn't matter. The juice is there, and I'm feeling it, and I'm loving working with so many teams right now, because so many people are wanting to rank up. I mean, yesterday I was like, wow, what a day. I was in touch with so many people in one day. It was back to back to back to back group Zooms. And it was so fun for me. At the end of the day, I was kind of spent, actually, but it was one of those great, fulfilling feelings. So let's keep the energy going, and know that we get to end the year really strong because of that. And then we start the new year strong. So thank you, Janet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Robin, this is Ann Baker. Can you hear me?
yes.
For me, right now, due to the state of our economy, the pandemic, et cetera, I think for me, how I got my four or five, I don't recall, reps, is by using this. And now that we're drawing to the end of the year, I would really like to start a campaign with what's going on right now and the state of our economy. Everybody is reading anything that says the future, what is going on now, state of our economy, things like that. And so for me, I will just continue and piggybacking on that, because the truth is, and what I'm going to use is, don't get left behind, the future. Have you not heard the state, what is going on, just alert.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, because those are the titles that are being everywhere in our world, especially in our nation. And so to give those same headlines, I truly believe it's the same headlines for our stem cell. I mean, wake up, people, don't get left behind. Have you not heard? And anything like that, any varieties of that statement, because that is true. The new thing, stem cell, come on, people, the doctors, I mean, not everybody has access, or if you're in the middle out at nowhere and you can't get to a doctor, the more we know. So anyway, just along those lines is all I'm saying, that I really believe in those type of statements because those are truth statements, and that's what I'll be using.
And thank you for saying that. We've got the good news.
Yeah.
There's a lot of not good news out there. So I think spreading the good news is so exciting.
And I think at some level, more and more people are fed up with big pharma. Okay. And, we've got light therapy, and this is in my heart of hearts, I truly believe this is the future of medicine. It's vibrational medicine, it's light therapy, it's it's not, pharmaceutical, patented pharmaceutical drugs. There's a place for some of them sometimes, but not in excess. And in the US, they're used in excess. Americans spend more per capita on pharmaceutical drugs, and our life expectancy continues to drop compared to the rest of the world. So that's a clue. And we're on the other opposite side of the spectrum. And I think people are really open to change. And, and like you said, Anne, your friend, that all of a sudden she says, this is the first time I felt like there's hope. And we really bring hope to people, hope, health.
That's a business we're in.
And in a private meeting, we'll say healing. We empower people's body to heal themselves, which is really what a gift to give, especially, in the holidays and every day of the year.
Give the gift of hope.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we're allowed to say this or not. This is Ann Baker again, but
Huh?
I know we need to be real careful, but alternative, are you an alternative to drugs, don't be careful with your medication. We're not saying no, don't take medication, because you cannot do that. But
Right.
we can say, tired of taking your medical drugs, or tired, whatever, here's an alternative, or just simple, an alternative to medication. Anything that we are able to get away with and speak in direct truth, I'm for that.
I think you can say it in private. I probably wouldn't want to put it in print, but I think we really are the alternative to the pharmaceutical approach. And after marketing alternative health products for decades, and so happy to find LifeWave as our permanent home with light therapy. Pharmaceutical industry is really good at symptom stomping, okay, but they're not so good at addressing the causative factors and helping you heal your body.
Helping your body do what it's
helping your
designed
body
to
do what it's designed to do. And that's what nutritional therapy and that's what light therapy does. So we are really blessed to be in this together.
Hey, it's Helen.
Yeah. Hi, Helen.
You know me, I believe that, the pay is part of one of our products, right? Because when people don't have enough money, which I know that reality, and you get stressed, and we all know that stress kills. So, hey, let's give people the opportunity to make some money. A couple of things that help me to see the light about our industry is one, Robert Kiyosaki had that quadrant. Up in the top left, it was employed. On the bottom left, it was self-employed. On the top right is own your own business. And the bottom was invest. And he said, get out of the left side. And I thought, great. He goes, the best way to get out of it is to go into business for yourself. And if you're not born into a family, go ahead and get involved with a very good network marketing company, which we have. Then the other day, I was just kind of looking through my books, and I saw Brilliant Compensation, which you can look up on YouTube, and it will help people see the light of how amazing our industry is. And it has been life-changing for me, as you all know. So just some little things about how to help people see the light on our industry.
Beautiful. Yeah, health and wealth, we bring it both together. And so it's, again, a blessed opportunity we all share. So any other ideas for, caring, sharing, and laying the foundation for business building during the holidays that anyone would like to share, or question you might have?
Hey, Michelle asked what the name of that video is. It's Brilliant Compensation.
Yeah, it's really very clever. I think everybody enjoy it.
Hello, Greg and Robin. This is Jada. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
loud and clear. Uh-huh.
I decided to speak out.
Nice.
Yay, we love hearing from you.
Thank you. First of all, prayers from you all. I'm getting ready to face a challenge that I've never faced before, but just want your prayers. And also for the team, from the team. But I'm amazed at how many doctors and naturopath that you all get on your team and networkers. How do you do that? I know you've been in networking for years. I have too, but it's like you all attract those people, and that's what I'm expecting and claiming for my business and my team. What do you all do? How are you doing it?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Jada, because yesterday I was on a Zoom with Helen and her distributor in Australia, and I shared what I do, and it works. So I keep it really, really simple because healthcare practitioners get pitched all the time. The first most important thing we've heard over and over again is connect with the ones you have a relationship with already. And to keep it really simple, what I say is, and they're the experts. So I say, I love your opinion. I've discovered, a breakthrough in affordable stem cell technology. It activates this copper peptide called GHK-Cu. Would you be willing to just do some simple research on PubMed or your favorite search engine and let me know what you think? Because in scientific circles, this peptide is known as the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. So all I do is give them one simple thing to do is and I give them a reason why. And Gregory says, well, if we called X39 the copper peptide patch, we wouldn't get any interest. Activating stem cells is one of the things it does. And I remember vividly at the launch of X39 in Austria, when David Jumper was in Austria, and he sent a message back to all of us. It's like, this is so exciting. And it was about the copper peptide, because it's so much more than activating stem cells. So I just keep it really simple. And I'm going to be guilty and confess right now, because my orthopedic, when I had my knee replacement, I had him do that. And I kept saying, did you do your homework? And he finally said, yes, I did. And I'm intrigued. And I didn't follow up. Silly me. So I need to follow up. He moved clinics. He's now the medical director at the Stedman Clinic in Aspen, from a little clinic in Cody, Wyoming. And so very leveraged contact. So I just ask people to research the copper peptide. And then I say, if you're interested, I'm happy to send you. We have all kinds of information. We have science, we have studies, and all kinds of things, depending on what your interest is. So keep it really simple and get them engaged. We're here to create curiosity, and that has really worked with several others.
And
Okay,
what I'd
that's-
like, go ahead, your response. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, real quick, that's what I was going to say next, what you just touched on. My gynecologist, was last year, I think, that she went on my website and she just ordered, and I happened to see what she ordered. I thought I might talk to it first, but she ordered retail. And then I did follow up with her, and she said that she saw, not a lot, but I think she said it helped her with her sleep, but not her back pain. So I reached out a couple of times, didn't hear back from her. So how do I get back with her? Because she does have other products in her office that, I can tell she's a networker. That's why I approached her, because I've seen them, often, and I see what she has in her office. So how should I follow back? How would you follow back up with her? What would you?
I would just say, I noticed you ordered. I'd love to connect and help you get the best results possible for what you're interested in.
And oh, by the way, the company just launched another stem cell technology product, and I'd love to stop by and talk to you about it, or I'd love to send you some information about it and send her the link to the X49 launch video.
Yeah, okay. See, that's where I'm not. Well, I got to stop saying I'm not. And I have to tell you, I lost 2 people, real good, prominent people for my business because I don't know things about the internet. I lost a real good friend, and I just saw where I lost another one who had put diamonds. She come in as a diamond, and she had diamonds because, and I let them know up front, I don't know about the internet. I don't know about those things, but I know other things, you know. And I'm
Sure.
not the leader quality that they're used to, but I lost those 2, and it's really hurt me.
So
Yeah.
Jada, let me ask you a quick question. Who's your sponsor or your upline leader that you work with?
Desiree is our, we're in Ron Lefford's group, and
Okay.
we have Desiree and Ravon. So we're all new at this thing. So
Yeah.
we're really.
Maybe we can do an offline call with you. Rob
Yeah,
and I could
that's
do a
what I
call
was just gonna
offline.
say. Jada, let's have a private conversation
Yeah.
about your situation,
Mhm.
okay?
I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
We're here to help,
Be happy to.
okay?
So
So
I'll
what I'd
send
like to,
you probably the messenger. I'll send you my phone number. Okay.
okay. What I'd like to do, we're past our 30 minutes. I'd like to shift it. And tomorrow is going to be a very special day. And I want to let Robin do a little 30-second commercial for 30 minutes of wisdom, which is our Friday morning special event tomorrow morning at the same time.
So everyone knows that we are in the momentum phase and we want to end the year strong, to start the new year strong. And tomorrow's call is going to be a real gift for everyone. My coach of, I don't know, 35 years, and several of you have been working with her also. JJ Joshua is going to be on. She's gone through a powerful change in her life, and she's going to be sharing some amazing resources and tools with an incredible handout to help you do the same as end this year really strong. So tune in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific, to liveyoungerzoom.com, and we'll send a reminder out today to join us. And you can invite guests. 30 minutes of wisdom is for everybody, and especially this one. I think surrounding yourself with people that are aligned is a really good idea. So excited to share the new improved JJ with everyone. And this is a ritual that we've done. And has anyone done opened up your questions yet? Anybody? Oh, right. There's some of you. And that's a great gift to give at the end of the year too. Print it out, wrap it up. I think I'm going to make a prettier version of it to send out because it's pretty boring.
And we'll include that in the notice for tomorrow's call also. It'll go out later today.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to be respectful for everyone's time and keep these calls as close to 30 minutes as possible. So if you'd like to unmute and say hello, goodbye, now's a good time to do that. And we'll see a lot of you tomorrow on 30 Minutes of Wisdom.
Gregory,
Bye-bye.
where do we find the X49 launch video, please?
The YouTube in the Live Younger, well, it's now in the LifeWave YouTube channel, the corporate YouTube channel.
It is?
Somebody said it was.
Oh, that's right. Someone did say, I didn't
Yeah.
find it. I looked. I forgot. I think it was
And,
Barbara.
and in the Live Younger Facebook group, we have the link to last Saturday's call that was done. with
And
David.
it's really good to know if you missed yesterday.
It was awesome. Oh God.
I know. I put the X49 on SP6 this morning. So that was a hot tip when David shared that. So he said it might even replace carnosine in many arenas. So if you go to LifeWave Business Builders, if you're not a member of that yet, invite yourself and invite your team, and all of the LifeWave Connects are on their Facebook Live, so you can watch it anytime you want right now.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Very cool.
Bye-bye.